favorite thing about this point of the season?
Well, probably the games between top teams. You get a preview of what those playoff matchups might look like, and it's certainly a big draw for the fans.
So here are the Jazz starting five. They've got Yusuf Nurkic, George out there with Sviatoslav Mikhailuk. Then it's Kyle Filipowski, and it's Markkanen in at the 4. Mikhailuk, the pass to Markkanen. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Well, he's got such a sweet shot, but at 7 feet, Markkanen can also hurt you down low. An all-around offensive talent.
Now here's Kamara. What a tremendous game he played against San Antonio. Markkanen against Sharpe. The 3. Markkanen misses. On the wing, Murray. Up top, Kamara. There's a screen by Kamara to the middle. Back to Sharpe. Pass to Clingan. Another shot. And off the glass. That one's good.
When you're facing a guy as massive as Clingan, you really have to be smart about boxing him out. I mean, he is so good on the offensive boards to be so young.
Here's Mikhailuk. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. For 3, George. Portland grabs the miss. Coming into this, having knocks to win against San Antonio in their last game.
Dialing it in from range on the road is never easy to do, but they pulled it off and played a great game.
Yeah, great three-point shooting is so often what swings a game these days. When they're rolling from outside, they're tough to beat.
No good on that one. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, plenty of anticipation in Portland for this summer when the WNBA will return to the Rose City. The Fire will reclaim the name from Portland's initial 2-year WNBA run from 2000 to 2002. And this summer, with the momentum around the league, the hope is that flame will endure.
A new beginning. All right, Shams, thanks for the report.
Yeah, when he sets the pick, Nurkic can do different things on the roll. Makes him hard to track.
So it's Portland now. They trail by 1. Outside Sharpe, over to the left wing, and stolen by Markkanen. George with it. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Markkanen outside, takes the 3, and that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Well, Markkanen keeps the defense off balance with the quick trigger.
Outside Murray. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Utah leading by 4. And here's George, a real weapon on offense, averaging around 24.5 a game. Markkanen with it. Kamara on him. Nurkic finds George. Shot clock at 5. The 3. And Clingan pulls it down. Clingan's got 4 rebounds now. Avdija outside. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
For a 7'2" guy like Donovan Clingan, it must be easy to jam it.
The Jazz have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chauncey Billups. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight, and he said we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Blazers trail by 4. Sharpe passes to Avdija. Launches a 3. And Sharpe the bucket on the assist by Avdija.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharpe has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
Now here's Nurkic. Shoots over Clingan. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And a contract extension this summer for Jazz head coach Will Hardy.
Well, one of the youngest head coaches in the league. He has the respect of all of the other head coaches. He's part of that Spurs coaching tree, and his extension runs through 2031, which is a nice commitment from the Jazz.
Well, a new era in Portland, Grant. Young, raw, and still finding their place.
Yeah, B.A., they've committed to growing through reps and putting in the time. The victories are hard won, but a foundation is being laid.
Holiday's checked in for Clingan. Now here's Avdija. And in that win against the Spurs, he's another guy who played really well. Utah moving the ball around. Pass to Markkanen. Down low. And Nurkic throws it down.
Oh, too easy for Nurkic. A big man who goes up strong. You have to meet him at the rim and counter his aggression.
Blazers trail by 5. Sharpe passes to Holiday. Sharpe a screen on George. Holiday from long range. Drills it from deep.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Utah has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Here's Mikhailuk. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Markkanen for 3. Out to the right wing. Pass to Mikhailuk. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Markkanen misses. Portland has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Sharpe goes in. And it's all tied up. Sharpe's got 5 now.
Well, it seems like all of these guys come into the league now with great handles, and Sharpe is no exception.
To the inside. Here's Filipowski. And he goes in for the dunk.
And B.A., if you let him, he will do damage.
No resistance. You pay.
Yeah, look, never tempt the guy with a sure thing. No surprise to see him taking advantage like that.
Here's Avdija. The Jazz making their last shot. Inside. Here's Kamara. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. Yusuf Nurkic picks one up. Portland shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And over the 5 decades of the Jazz franchise history, almost half of those years, they were coached by the great Jerry Sloan.
Well, the Jazz were a team that took on Jerry Sloan's toughness and a willingness to fight at all times. Those days are in the past, but they still echo in Utah.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Donovan Clingan. Outside Sharpe. No good there with a step back J.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Pass to Filipowski. Back to Markkanen. Three-pointer. Sharpe grabs the miss. Portland trailing here. To the paint. Here's Kamara. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. Now Markkanen. Over Murray. Markkanen misses.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Avdija with it, working on Filipowski. Outside Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. And it's all from three-point range. The Jazz have gone 7 of 14 and looking in control. George passes to Markkanen. Avdija with a steal. To the middle. Here's Sharpe. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And this guy has some bounce. Always fun seeing Sharpe hammer at home.
The Jazz shooting a solid 50% in the opening quarter. Pass to Filipowski. Holiday against George. Banked it in off the glass.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close range look.
The Trailblazers have got 8 of 13 attempts to go. And here's Kamara. Now Sharpe. He has 7. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Looking at who's out there for Portland now. Reith comes in for Kamara. And it's Jeremy Grant in for Murray. Then for Utah, Sensabaugh comes in for Filipowski. And it's Collier in for Mikhailuk. Here's Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Taking advantage of an opening. Grant hammered that home.
Utah trailing here. Pass to Collier. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Sensabaugh, defended by Avdija. Back to George. 5 on the clock. Some solid defense from Holiday.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
4-3, hits the trifecta. And now a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
I just love the ball move.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Here's Collier. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Nurkic, a screen on Avdija. Here's the 3. Portland with a rebound. Here's Reith. And a miss there on the triple. Jazz trail by 5. Pass to George. Here's Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. He's covered by Grant. Sensabaugh, no good.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Avdija passes to Sharpe. A minute 22 left in the first. Misses in close.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
While we have a small sample size of Isaiah Collier, he has shown impressive flashes so far.
Yeah, B.A., I really like how confident he is. When he's out on the floor, he carries himself like he belongs here. A confident mentality can go a long way for a young player.
59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Holiday finds Sharpe. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Man, even in a league of high risers, Shaedon Sharpe stands out.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's George. George sets a screen. Markkanen outside. Lets the 3 fly. Holiday grabs the miss.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Well, if you're a fan of Jeremy Grant, that's what you love to see. Phenomenal throwdown.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Jazz trail by 7. Markkanen looking it over. three, Collier. And so it's Shaedon Sharpe making highlights for the Trailblazers. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And looking at what we've seen from the Trailblazers, what do you guys think?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
We've got Drew Holiday, and it's Grant in at the 4 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Holiday passes to Grant. Portland needs to get off a shot here. Releases. The shot by Holiday, no good.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
Pass to Bailey. Outside Love. Grant with a steal. Down low. Here he goes.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Sensabaugh. There's a screen by Love. Here's Sensabaugh. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Collier. It's rebounded by Grant. Trailblazers lead by 9. Pass to Holiday. Fires from deep. Connects from downtown. Holiday's got 9 points.
Well, if you look at Holiday's three-point numbers, they're more than solid. It's an underrated part of his game.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. All-defensive guard Drew Holiday talked about guarding some of the younger players coming into the league, and he said, the game has changed significantly. They morphed with it. They're quick, athletic, and they all play the game a lot differently than when I came into the league. Guys, back to you.
A new day. Allie, thank you. Here's Cook. Fires from 14. Grant's shot is off. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Hendricks. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Jeremy Grant. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Portland.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
Looking at who's out there for Portland now. Kamara, he's checked in for Reith. Murray comes in for Cook. And Deni Avdija subbed in for Sissoko. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
Here's Collier. Yet to see a basket. And there's the lob. Markkanen misses.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Murray for 3. Here's Kamara. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of it.
Markkanen misses.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Avdija against Markkanen. Outside for Grant. There's the triple. The shot won't fall.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
It's Markkanen on the wing. Kamara covering. Here's Collier. Pass to Mikhailuk. Utah moving the ball around. Fires the 3. Collier, no good.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
Murray, shot is good.
Yeah, look, that's a good find by the veteran. Grant keeping everyone involved.
Jazz trail by 15. Here's Collier. No points so far with the drive. Markkanen outside. Pass to Collier. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Holiday's got 4 rebounds now. Now Murray. Now here's Holiday. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got 4 rebounds in the game. And the Jazz haven't been past the second round since 2007. Now trying to build a contender.
Well, BA, they know in the West that's a tall order. They got to be patient and build this thing from the ground up.
Utah with another miss. Trailblazers lead by 15. Off the outside. Outside Holiday. And that's his 4th bucket of the game in 7 attempts.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Jazz trail by 17. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Clingan, he's checked in for Portland. Sharpe comes in for Holiday. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Utah. George comes in for Collier. Markkanen outside. Nurkic with the ball. Give him 8. 5 to shoot. Here's George. No good. And they can't put it into the drought. Trailblazers lead by 17. Pass to Kamara. And here's Clingan. Here's Avdija. Let's go with a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Quick trigger from Avdija. He anticipated the pass and drilled the jet.
Here's George. Here's Mikhailuk. And here's Nurkic. Pass to Mikhailuk. Now here's Markkanen. Jacks up a 3. Sharpe grabs the miss.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
And here's Clingan, defended by Nurkic. In transition, here they come. Utah with another miss.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Off the outside. Pass to Sharpe. Rebounded by the Jazz. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
And missed free throws are killers, especially when you consider how many they missed. Hopefully, they stay late to practice after that. Familiar results for him. He can't get anything to go.
Now here's Avdija. The D's right on him. Pass to Clingan. Pulls up. Avdija can't get it to go.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Markkanen, the pass to George. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Kamara. Avdija outside. Puts up a three. Gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
Yeah, he is solid from deep. Can't give Avdija too much of a window.
Pass to Kamara. Now Clingan. He picked up 24 points in their last win against San Antonio.
Yeah, and he also put in major work on the board. Just an all-around dominant performance.
Timeout called, the Jazz. It's the 2K leaderboard featuring this month's field goal percentage leaders. 5th, Donovan Clingan.
One of the hottest players in the league. He's been really sharp from the field recently.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Utah. Nurkic, a screen on Sharpe. Now here's George. Markkanen from long range. Portland with a rebound. Sharpe's got 4 rebounds now.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Avdija outside. There's a screen by Kamara. Pass to Clingan. Now here's Sharpe. George defending. Top of the key. They kick it out to Murray. Another 3 for Portland.
Ooh, they've been on fire from deep this quarter. Their percentage has been rising and rising.
George feels it out a bit. Here's Nurkic. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Nurkic has got 10.
Yeah, in the paint, Nurkic can be a monster. He's got all the physical gifts he needs to dominate.
Avdija finds Sharpe. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. As Shaedon Sharpe continues to develop, he's proven that he's more than just a high flyer, Grant.
Yeah, we've seen the vicious dunks, but he's also got a pretty good touch as well. The upside potential for him is sky high.
And another exciting young player from Canada. Shaedon Sharpe is an elite athlete, and his overall skills are really improving.
Much to the fans' delight, Stan, Shaedon Sharpe's dunks are already legend in some parts.
Well, B.A., he does stuff that makes you shake your head, and it gets a ridiculous amount of airtime. Certainly an entertaining young player to watch.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Sharpe's gone, 5 of 9 shooting from the floor. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question, way too many empty possessions for them.
Inside. Here's Nurkic. Back to Mikhailuk. For 3, George. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And during his rookie year, Keyonte George started about half of his games, running the point most of the time. That experience will pay off for him.
He hits the second from the line. When we talk about Keyonte George, what stands out to you the most, Stan?
Good question, B.A. I don't know that I'd pick one area. He's good at a wide variety of things. Can handle the ball, pass it, score it, and that gives you flexibility in terms of the guys you put around him.
And he nails the 3rd.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
George against Sharpe. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
This will be his 3rd free throw of the game. And looking at the Blazers, Stan, how impressed have you been with their development?
Well, very impressed, especially with the strong finish to last season. They were not interested in bottoming out for better draft odds, and with the talent already on their roster, there's plenty of room for optimism.
Now here's Murray. 9 points in the game. Pass to Sharpe. Murray scanning the floor. Back to Sharpe. 3-pointer. Utah grabs the miss. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's George. It's Markkanen on the wing. Looking to get back on track. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
And so it's Portland in total control, up by 29 going into the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fifth.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings.
And taking a look at Utah, they knew it was going to be a tough year. And I got to say, it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges. I hope they're learning something out there. Challenging times for the franchise.
Changing focus now to our key performer of that first half, Drew Holiday. He was everywhere.
Excellent first half, scoring the ball, doing it efficiently. Dare I say, like one Shaquille O'Neal.
Well, of course, you shot a high percentage, Jack. All you did was just catch the ball and dunk it. Maybe a 3-foot jump hook. Maybe. No, you did a lot of other things. Okay, I'll let it go.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Shaedon Sharpe really making a difference here.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Kicking off the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. Lauri Markkanen out there with Jusuf Nurkic. Then it's Kyle Filipowski. Then it's Sviatoslav Mikhailuk. And it's George in at the point. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Clingan.
And this is the game that Nurkic plays. Using the big body inside, carving out a high percentage look.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. That's good from Nurkic.
Yeah, someone who has battled injuries. Great to see Jusuf Nurkic out there tonight.
So hits one and misses one at the line. And last season, the Jazz with the worst record in franchise history, Grant.
Yeah, losing with a plan, though. Utah, such a smart organization. If you're going to tear it down to the studs, do it in a good draft year.
Clingan, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
The Trailblazers shooting about 56% in this one. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Avdija outside. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the inside. And Nurkic with the basket. On the assist by Markkanen. Nurkic has got 13.
Things are going his way so far offensively. Nurkic really rising to the challenge of this defense.
Outside Murray. Back to Avdija. Oh, deflected. The 3 is up. Knocks it down from distance. 9 points in the game.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
Off the outside. Outside Kamara. Pass to Avdija for three. Another three for Portland.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Inside, here's Filipowski. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Portland has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trailblazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Back to you, Brian.
A good strategy. Okay, Allie, good stuff. And it's Utah with the ball. After the basket by Portland. Nurkic finds Markkanen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. George's shot is off. The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Murray. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Portland shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
For your Trailblazers, Murray. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And so he makes both from the line. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Nurkic to screen on Sharpe. Pass to Nurkic. Clingan with a defensive effort. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, BA, they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
Off the outside to the middle. Here's Kamara. An easy 2 on the layup. Kamara's got 9.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Here's George. After the basket by Portland. It's Markkanen on the wing. Kamara covering. And that one's good. Markkanen.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Off the outside. Down low. Sharpe against George. They get it back. And it's flushed down. A nice jam. And he's now got the double-double.
I think everyone in here felt that dunk.
No question. That is a power-packed windmill jam. Wow. Now here's Nurkic. 13 points in the game. Here's Filipowski, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
For Portland, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Murray for 3, nails it from 3. Murray's got 5 points in the quarter.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Pass to Markkanen. George sets a screen. The 3-ball. Markkanen misses.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
Here's Murray. Some solid defense from Filipowski. The Jazz have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Here's Markkanen. Nurkic high post. Clingan's there. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Markkanen. From downtown, Portland with a rebound. To the paint. Avdija, right side. Portland moving it around. Inside, and stolen by Markkanen. George passes to Mikhailuk. Back to George. From the arc. He drops it from range. George has got 8.
Well, this is why George's coaches encourage him to keep shooting from deep, because they know he's only going to get better.
And so it's Avdija with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Outside Kamara. Avdija outside from behind the arc. The rebound by Markkanen.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
For Lauri Markkanen, a really talented scorer, Stan. How do you think he's fared with more responsibility?
Yeah, I think he's done very well. He's a prototypical stretch 4 who scores at an efficient rate, and with his elevated role, he's just grown in his confidence.
He misses the free throw. So Portland ends up going with a new group. Collier, he's checked in for Utah. And the second free throw is good. Portland has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Grant outside. Pass to Williams. Just 2 to shoot. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Collier. Down low. Filipowski. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Skipped it to perfection, utilizing the hardwood.
Here's Holiday. 11 points in the game. And he sinks the layup. Holiday's got 13 now.
Well, look, you won't catch Holiday sleeping. He knew exactly how much time he had to get the shot off.
The Jazz have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Back to George. Takes it inside. Pass to Collier. Now Nurkic. It's Mikhailuk on the wing. From outside, off the mark. For Portland, they've gone 8 of 15 in the third quarter. Double team on Holiday. Here's Sissoko. Grant outside. From deep. Knocks down the triple. Grant's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
George with the bucket.
And just muscling it in. George, very aggressive.
Portland has gone 4 of 7 from 3. A good percentage in the third quarter. Grant outside. Williams with the screen. Grant right side. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Holiday. Launches it. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Nurkic. Now the Blazers moving it up. Sissoko passes to Graham. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Grant's got 5 points in the quarter. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
You also can't ignore the good job they've done rebounding on the offensive end tonight. That hustle has been well rewarded with second chance points.
Now Portland with it. They're on a 10-2 run here. Back to Holiday. Williams with the screen from the top of the key. The shot by Holiday, no good. Utah has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Mikhailuk, the pass to Nurkic. Utah moving the ball around. For three, Collier. Williams grabs the board. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Now here's Grant. He's got 9. Off target with a jump hook. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt. And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA.
They set the screen. Fires for 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Blazers will retain possession. Love is checked in for Portland. So Utah going with an almost entire new group here. Shibwe's checked in for Nurkic. Lauri Markkanen comes in for Filipowski. Bailey's checked in for Mikhailuk. And Sensabaugh subbed in for George. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Grant with it. You know, his impact on offense has been terrific. Oh, look out! Wow!
Are you kidding?
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Trailblazers out in front, running away with this one. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. We've got Jeremy Grant, and it's Sissoko in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Pass to Reith. Shot clock at 5. Here's Rupert from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Hendricks. Markkanen with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Back to Markkanen. Markkanen sets a screen. Pass to Collier. Over Holiday. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Grant, the pass to Holiday. Nails it from beyond the arc. Holiday's got 19 points.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
Here's Collier. Markkanen with a screen on Holiday. Takes a step back. Pass to Sensabaugh. There's the 3. No luck on that one. Some solid defense from Holiday. And it's Holiday with the ball for the Trailblazers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Here's Hendricks. And with top college players now getting big money NIL deals, the choice between that and entering the NBA draft has become a tough one, Stan.
Absolutely, B.A. Look, I think it's been great for both the NBA and for the colleges for guys to stick around, because the top guys are still going to come out. The guys who are going to be your top 10 picks, your lottery guys, they're going to come out. But the other guys who have nothing as guaranteed, they're going to choose to stay longer and develop.
Pass to Collier. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Clock at 6. Here's Hendricks. Puts up a deep three. Collier, no good.
Well, he hasn't made a shot, and his team is losing. Time to find another solution.
Here's Rupert on the wing, Grant. To the inside, pass to Rupert. Lets it fly. Grant's shot is off. Utah has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Here's Collier. Soft touch off the glass. Collier's got his first basket.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Grant, right side. In your career, Stan, you coach contending teams as well as teams that had little to no expectations.
Yeah, B.A., give me the contending teams. Give me the talent and the expectations and pressure that goes with it. Listen, coaches just want as much chance to succeed as they can have, and when you've got the best players, you've got the best chance to win, and the pressure that goes with it is a lot easier than struggling night in and night out.
Holiday surveying the floor. Pass to Grant. Pulls it from the top of the key. Again, the miss by Portland.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Count it. Good. Here's Rupert. On the wing, Holiday. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Markkanen. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Portland Trailblazers. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets.
And for their matchup with the Knicks, they'll need to be pretty much perfect for that one. Anything less than that means they're in for a tough evening.
And the Blazers making a change here. Cook's checked in, and a new group getting ready for Utah. Nurkic has checked in for Hendricks. Filipowski comes in for Bailey. Mikhailuk's checked in for Sensabaugh. And it's George in for Collier. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Reef. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Jazz have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Nurkic. He's closely guarded. Back to George. Takes a 3. They get the rebound. Controls the rebound and the putback.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's Sissoko. Here's Holiday going inside.
Well, when Holiday is affecting the game on the offensive end, it's a real lift for his team.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. Utah moving the ball around. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Mikhailuk. Beyond the arc. On target from range. Mikhailuk's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Sissoko. Here's Cook. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist with that last one. Here's George. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering. But there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
Sissoko can't get it to go.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
George outside. There's a screen by Nurkic. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Filipowski, the pass to Markkanen. No good with the triple.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And the shot goes down.
Well, the veteran floor general Holiday is a fantastic distributor, someone that understands how to involve his teammates.
The Jazz have gotten 6 of their 13 shots to go. Back to George. Markkanen right side. Fires the 3. Portland with a rebound. Reach got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
The Jazz shooting only 36% so far in this game. George, a screen on Grant. Pass to Mikhailuk. This one for 3. Rebounded by Cook.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
George against Holiday. Well, Stan, now that we've had the coaches' challenges for a few seasons now, what do you think about it?
Well, BA, I'm probably in the minority. I don't really like them. I think they slow down the flow of the game. And look, across all sports, mistakes are part of the game. Players' mistakes, coaches' mistakes, and referees' mistakes. Let's just live with them and keep the game moving.
And it's Utah with the ball. Portland making their last shot. George passes to Mikhailuk. Markkanen for 3. Sinks the tray. Markkanen's got 9 points here in the second half.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
For Portland, they've gone 7 of 14 here in the 4th from the floor. Grant with a screen on George. The baseline Jay. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Jazz shooting 44% here in the 4th quarter. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. On the floor for your Trailblazers, Henson, Caleb Love.
Here's George. There's a screen by Nurkic to the middle. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Assisted.
George has got 8 assists in the game.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Portland has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. Here's Love. Rebounded by Mikhailuk. Mikhailuk's got 4 rebounds now. To the inside. And out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Portland making a switch here. Reed's checked in. One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
The drive by Grant, and he drains it, making him 7 for 15 for the day.
That's just a great move to the bucket. When Grant has a chance to go on the attack, he doesn't waste it.
And for the better part of a decade now, the league allowing players to wear any sneaker color. It's catching on, Stan. What color are those you're wearing? Is that lime green?
Well, Brian, you know I've always been known for my fashion sense. I'm something of an icon, and when I come on camera, people are watching because they want to know what the next fashion trend is. So yes, tonight these are lime green. Tomorrow, We'll just have to see.
A minute 39 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Mikhailuk. George sets a screen. The three is up. And the basket by Mikhailuk.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Trailblazers.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're gonna battle hard.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Drew Holiday.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Now here's Holiday. Grant outside. No good on the triple. And so it's Utah with it. Pass to Filipowski. Now Markkanen. Now here's Nurkic. Now Filipowski. 6 to shoot. Markkanen for 3. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Here's Sissoko. So it's the Trailblazers winning this one easily, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian